Inspire Change has created an exciting range of training programmes and specialist workshops. They're aimed at developing healthcare leaders. Our courses include CV workshops, negotiating and influencing seminars, presentation skills, team building, and our mock interview course, Home Strait. This film aims to show the impact that the Home Strait programme can have as you step up to a substantive post. It's the closest you'll ever get to the real thing.
I have to say, in the beginning one would have thought that this is a simulated exercise and that people wouldn't actually feel the heat. But it's quite amazing how much the candidates appreciate the authenticity, and it's as if they're going through the real process. And I think they genuinely learn.
You'll be in front of a real panel of consultants.
The programme begins with a full briefing of what to expect, including how long you'll have, how many people will be on the panel, and also that you'll be filmed.
Piped into this waiting room area.
Once inside the interview room, you're asked to make a presentation and conduct an interview before a panel of leading healthcare professionals. The experience that Inspire Change has in the healthcare industry allows us to bring together panel members who are at the top of their professions, consultants, professors and NHS professionals. In short, healthcare leaders.
People that sit on these mock interview panels are people that sit on real interview panels once or twice a week. So these are the people that will help the candidates enormously. And it's their expertise and experience that must be harnessed. The candidate must exploit this wonderful opportunity to, as close as they can, experience the real thing.
The questions from the panel cover various aspects of your work and life. This allows the panel to form the best possible picture of your suitability for a substantive post.
What personal strengths do you think you would bring to our department?
What is the most difficult clinical situation you've ever encountered in your career?
How would you go about establishing your credibility with the rest of your team at a very early stage?
What do you think is the role of teaching?
Can you tell the panel why you want this job?
Can you just give me your take on the home birth projection of 10% in London?
If you're going to introduce a new technique and you're concerned about patient safety, how are you actually going to keep an eye on progress?
Could you give the panel your definition of good management?
Say we had a patient satisfaction audit done of our outpatients, which we are planning to do, and the urology department came out poorly. Yeah. How would you deal with this?
After the formal interview, you're told to relax.
Oh, God. So much
And it's at this point that the panel provides you with feedback on your performance.
You didn't personalise what this would mean to me. There are all these things operating, they have an impact on me, but you didn't tell us about that. So you gave me a lecture on the things happening in the NHS, which I think all the panel will know.
Right.
And that would be really important, because I got no flavour of you and how you would respond to this out of that.
And I think from the question I asked about, it would have been good to have it supported by an example.
There were a few occasions, just let the question finish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody instantly, I would imagine, warms to you. I think you can step that up a notch further, keeping better eye contact.
The question about what would you give to this trust?
Yeah.
And then you started talking about your personal circumstances a little bit. And I couldn't help feeling that was an opportunity for you to sell yourself to the trust. Okay. As in, I can do this. I want to do this, and I really want to do this to develop something for the patients. So just look for those opportunities where you can actually come out that little bit extra, so people think, "Oh, wow."
Those who attend the Home Strait course often achieve great success in their careers, becoming healthcare leaders themselves. This is Mary Hewson in 2006 in her mock interview as an SPR. Today, Mary is a respiratory consultant in Carlisle.
Comparing the mock interview and the real interview, they were very, very similar. They were much bigger than I'd expected, both on the mock and on the real day. There were an awful lot of people there. The questions were very similar. They were all based around the things that we'd prepared, that we'd experienced in the mock, and there was definitely a feeling of, excellent, I've prepared that, and that gave me the confidence then to go on through the rest of the interview. I think my first advice to the candidates would be to prepare, to relax and to enjoy themselves and to show themselves in the interview, not just to prepare off-pat answers that anybody can prepare. Show what you've done, your real self, and relax into it and hopefully enjoy it.
Footage of your presentation and interview is being back live into a waiting area. This can be viewed by fellow delegates and trainers alike, although the live link is cut during feedback to preserve privacy. The footage is also burned live onto DVD, so that you can walk away at the end of the day with a complete record of your own individual performance and feedback from the panel.
I think the filming of it adds to the sense of occasion. It adds an extra sort of level of nervousness which simulates the real thing, but I think also it gives you something to reflect back on. It is very difficult to see how you come across to other people unless you see it from their point of view.
We're proud of the Home Strait course in helping achieve our aim to develop healthcare leaders. But don't just take our word for it. This is some of the feedback we've received from delegates who've been on recent Home Strait courses.